By now, you may have seen the horrible incident that occurred in a wrestling event this past weekend involving the son of Rampage Jackson, the famous former UFC MMA fighter. As y'all know, I'm a big combat sports fan, and his son, Raja Jackson, was involved in a really awful situation, criminal situation. In fact, if you want to be real about it, at a wrestling event that he was streaming apparently on Twitch, I guess it was. But the situation occurred in this regional wrestling organization, and Raja Jackson during this wrestling event, he actually basically power slammed a wrestler into the ground, knocked him out with the slam, and then proceeded to punch him about 20 times in a row right in the face. And there's all kinds of stuff coming out about this now. Rampage Jackson has made some excuses for the behavior of his son, as is to be expected, despite watching the video. And now there's all kinds of questions as to whether or not Raja Jackson should face criminal charges. Now, we'll show you the video. You get an idea of what happened, and then we'll talk about it. Welcome back, everyone, to another edition of Rudy's Rant, powered by Come On Now, the podcast. I'm your host, Rudy Rodriguez Showmont. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell, leave a comment. Let me know your thoughts. So here is video from what occurred, and you can take a look for yourself.
You
Let me get a better video of that for y'all because that's a bad video, actually. Sorry about that angle. I don't know what that, I watched it. I don't know why it shrunk up like that. But let me show you a different angle of this video. So let me bring this up for you. So here is a better angle of this video and what happened. Obviously, viewer discretion is advised because this is pretty brutal and gruesome. But what you see is Raja Jackson basically telling you that he's about to go attack this dude. And what apparently happened initially was that prior to the event, the wrestler thought that Raja Jackson was actually a wrestler and he hit him across the head with a beer can. And with that, they told the guy, look, that's he's not a wrestler. He doesn't know what this is, obviously. So the guy apologized to to Raja Jackson multiple times. There's video of it, multiple apologies, and it seemed like everything was squashed. And then you see another wrestler tell Raja Jackson, look, you stick him with one, you get a receipt. People who don't know what receipts are basically if you get hit with a stiff one in a wrestling match, go land one right back, right? Now, a receipt is a receipt. It means it's one time. It doesn't mean that you hit them 20 times. This is entertainment. This isn't a fight. It's scripted wrestling, and apparently Raja Jackson's excuse now is that he doesn't know what a receipt actually is. That's what is seemingly coming out of his camp. He had a crash out session after. I'm not even going to show that video. It's not worth it. But this is exactly what happened. So you see it.
I'm gonna really have to show him, like, you can't just hit a fucking can on my goddamn face. I'm really going to hit him. I'm telling you. I'm dead serious. This shit's not gonna be scripted. I'm telling you. I know all wrestling is script. I'm talking about what I'm gonna do to the guy.
Okay, so that doesn't have it. My apologies. Let me find the actual video then. Jeez Louise. So here you go. Here is a better version. See right there, apparently he was already knocked out. His head hit the mat. There's ways that you throw people in wrestling to avoid knocking somebody out. And apparently, he doesn't know how to do this because he's not a wrestler. But you see the slam, he's already knocked out. One, that's a big shot right to the jaw. That's your receipt. Have a good day. No, this is what he did. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
What, you don't know me?
Hell no. Yeah.
So there ended up being about 20 shots, and this is what happened beforehand, where the wrestler thinks that this is a work and so forth, and you see what happened.
Hey, I think that's a
Oh, you don't. Easy. He's not a worker, bro. Calm down.
Yeah,
He's not a worker. That means telling him he's not a wrestler. So he didn't know that. He apparently thought he was a wrestler. So let's continue.
You're good. No, they didn't tell me to fake him. They said I could hit him for real. Yeah, they allowed me to hit him for real.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 22 straight shots. This dude threw on this guy. This guy who's defenseless, knocked out on the ground. This is disgusting. This is disgusting.
Everybody
Oh, here's the crash out session.
think I'm always playing. Call me. At the end of the day, I'm gonna stand up for my because I'm tired of everybody playing with me, bro.
Who's playing with him? You went to a wrestling event, bro. You went to a wrestling event. Wrestling is scripted. It's scripted. You got your receipt. You hit that man 22 times in a row after you knocked him out. Rampage Jackson belongs in prison. Bluntly. He should be charged with attempted murder. Bluntly. Because he tried to kill that man. Literally tried to kill that man. If no one had pulled him off, he would have killed that man.
Come on, man. We leaving, man. We're walking away, bro. Let's not take it serious. Let's go. Come on, Roger. Let's go. Let's go, Roger. Let's go. Roger, let's go. Roger, I'm telling you, let's go. You listen to me. Listen to me, Roger. You need to listen to me right now, Roger. Let's go.
Clearly, this guy has an anger problem. I'm a big fan of Rampage Jackson. Honestly, my favorite MMA fighter of all time. But there is a serious anger issue that his son has, and who knows where it stems from. Maybe it stems from stuff that was involved with his dad. Maybe the son's anger comes from his father. I don't know. It's always possible. But that's attempted murder. That's not a script. That's not a receipt. If they didn't pull him off, that dude was going to be dead in the ring. In fact, there's reports that he was flatlined in the ring, that he was choking on his own blood, his own teeth. And I'll let you hear it from a friend of his, because there was a podcast that was done by some wrestlers. And the guy that pulled Rampage Jackson off of this guy, he pulls him off after there's multiple people just standing there watching, not doing anything. But I'll let y'all listen to this scene, because this is important, because they're trying to sweep this crap under the rug. I don't know what's going on right now, how he hasn't been charged criminally with this. We've watched hockey players get arrested for swiping a guy's leg, and the guy lands and bangs his head. This is far worse. This is far worse. And we're sitting here 3 days later, and we don't know. There's been nothing. But let me show you this other video here. So I'm going to skip the part where they're talking here. I'm going to get to the part where the wrestler who jumps into the situation to break it up, I'm going to show you that part and what he says. So let's jump over there. All right. Let's bring it up right here. This is the podcast. Let me give the podcast Scaling Up Podcast. This is the wrestler right here who stopped the situation. I mean, saved that man's life, honestly. Let's take a listen.
Last thing I want to say for our viewers, for those of you guys that don't know, I actually trained at the same school 11 years ago, a long time ago. I know Psycho Stu personally. And so to get started with it, what actually happened to Stu? How bad are his injuries?
Broken facial bones is from what I'm hearing. Missing teeth. Has no recollection of what happened. Incoherent. And then even from the people closest to it now that I'm disassociating with, they won't even put up the full story. Stu's pretty fucked up. I'll put it this way. What happened yesterday is he choked on his own blood.
On his own teeth, I heard.
Yeah, teeth and blood.
And he lost all of his teeth? Right.
A lot of them, yeah. Broken facial bones. He was out on the slam, and then the guy had made contact multiple times. I remember seeing that, kind of being in shock, and then I just went. Side of that, running in, there was other people that could have got involved that I made eye contact with, but they just stayed by the stage. Let me put it this way. I'm sorry to Stu that the people that said that they were your friends let this happen.
So how did you end up being involved? Because from what I understand, you weren't.
So think about that for a second. Pretty much lost all his teeth. Doesn't remember. Certainly has a concussion. I mean, near death. His own friends stood there and watched this dude beat the crap out of him. And you need a guy from the back to run out and stop this. And it's telling you right here, I can't mess with these people anymore. You know, what you saw on video was absolutely disgusting. Realistically, it was absolutely disgusting. And you know, let's just continue.
Part of that match, that segment. How did you end up out there in the middle of the ring during this match?
I just got done with my match. I was blown up, took the heat, did the shit. Then I get a whisper by somebody, hey, something it's not right. I might need you to go out there and check a scenario. This guy's going to do a spot. I'm like, when does the spot happen? Oh, we'll let you know. We'll let you know. Well, you want to let me know, but like, you're not telling me when the cue is, when is the spot supposed to happen. You're just going to let me know just in case. All right, so I'm stuck waiting for this cue. I walk out to somebody with the radio. I said, hey, talk to the back. When do you guys want me to go? What's happening? I was informed about the beer can incident. Actually, shortly before that, they told me that they, made up, shook hands, hugged it out multiple times. So it was going to be fine, but they just want to make sure. I talked to the person out front with the radio. I walk back to the ring. I see the slam. I see the first punch, second punch. And by then I'm at people in front of me and I just start moving. I kind of wish I would have just sprung on like the slam. So that's where I'm at. I mean, honestly, there's nothing worse than you watch somebody you care about. He's a veteran. He's me. And these are people who are supposed to love him. And I'm the only one on the outskirts to be told to watch this, apparently. And then I'm in there and I'm battling. I'm doing whatever, trying to like work this. And I'm telling the guy to calm down. And now he's trying to fight me. It's all fucked,
So them telling you to watch this and get involved, if this was supposed to be an angle, it kind of doesn't make any sense because you have nothing to do with their storyline or whatever. It seems like they kind of wanted you there just because you're the only one who can shoot, which in wrestling means for real fight, right?
It felt like it. Like how you'd use a dog. Like, hey, we'll send our bitch to go do this.
But the fact that they told you to watch out and, be ready, and the fact that this had nothing to do with any of the storylines kind of shows that this was premeditated, right?
I think the premeditation part comes on the side of AJ Mana. You brought somebody that was volatile that you knew had issues.
So real quick, that's the friend of Raja who brought him to the
That's
event,
the small calf, small ass chicken legs bitch with the cowboy hat.
So this fight, whatever you want to call it, Raja Jackson.
Attempted murder.
Right. This attempted murder, he landed like 20 something punches on him.
23.
23 punches on him. You pull him off and then he tried to go at you.
He knew the exact amount. I said 22, so 23. 23. Attempted murder. It's exactly what it is. Raja Jackson should spend at least 10 years in prison. Bluntly. We need to cut the bullshit. What happened? It's wrestling. And the guy telling him get your receipt, he's a bitch ass for doing that because the guy doesn't know what the fuck he's doing. But again, it's wrestling. Do you need to be explained to somebody you can't punch this man 23 times in the face? Who needs that explanation? Rampage Jackson better have his son a hell of a fucking lawyer, because that lawyer's gonna be negotiating prison time. There's no way in the world that you can get away with, oh, he blanked out. He planned this. He's saying it on the phone. he got hit with a beer can. Fine. If you were so mad when you got hit with the beer can, you should have punched the guy in the face right then and there. No. They make up. There's an apology, multiple apologies. You're on the phone now telling somebody, I'm going to hit him for real. Okay, you hit him for real. Hit him once. No, you hit him 23 times in a row. What kind of sick piece of shit is Rampage Jackson? What kind of sick piece of shit did Rampage Jackson raise? I mean, Rampage is a bit nuts. Like I said, I'm a huge Rampage fan. But what his son did, it sends you to prison. Cut the bullshit. Not to mention the lawsuit that's going to happen. They're going to sue Rampage Jackson blind. The promotion's going to get sued. Rampage Jackson gets sued. The guy who told him to do the receipts is going to get sued. Rampage Jackson might somehow end up getting sued. Yo, this is crazy, bro. This is crazy.
So that was he trying to continue beating him even further?
I think the culmination between his dad picking on him and all his daddy issues came out and all the shit that AJ gassed up into his head, because let me put it this way. I don't like Raja.
Let's replay that, because he just mentioned daddy issues. Rampage Jackson has picked on his son for a very, very long time as a fighter. And we've seen it, I believe, in clips. And it manifested itself right there.
With the cowboy hat.
So this fight, whatever you want to call it, Rampage Jackson.
Attempted murder.
Right. This attempted murder, he landed like 20-something punches on him.
23
punches on him. You pull him off, and then he tried to go at you. So that was he trying to continue beating him even further?
I think the culmination between his dad picking on him and all his daddy issues came out and all the shit that AJ gassed up into his head, because let me put it this way. I don't like Raja. I think Raja's a shit person for what he did. But I think AJ's a bigger shit person for gassing him up to be in that fucking ring, to leading him to ruin his own fucking life, to hurt somebody that AJ also has a fucking problem with. You can't fucking tell me that's not, I don't believe in coincidence.
He was basically trying to put the blood on someone else's hands.
Exactly, because he's not going to do it himself. Mm-hmm. You know, the few little backyard fights he fucking got in where he got beat the up, and then you got somebody that's a real fighter, trained by somebody that's one of the greatest of all time, and then you had him do your dirty work. He ruined two people's lives.
So what happened when you got involved with Raja? Why did he want to keep going? Well, I know his chat was like gassing him up to leading up to it, which we've talked about.
Another reason why live streaming is toxic.
Yeah.
Just goes to show.
When you're a man, you're in control of your life. If you do things for other men, you're their bitch. You are not a man.
Basically,
you're a puppet.
Doug, so what happened when you and him squared off?
I just went in there to stop it first, you know, because I was kind of in shock. I saw Stu. I saw the punches. It felt like slow motion. I'm looking around. I'm looking at Stu's friends staring at me, not running in. I'm only running in. Somebody fucking pinned Stu after he almost got beat to death. People are so chicken shit that they don't understand violence. They don't understand what's going on. They don't want to partake in anything. They weren't willing to save their friend. They would rather worry about their own image, their self, their master, this. Sometimes the world stops. Sometimes the world stops. You could go to the store one day, be shopping for fucking groceries, and if you see an old lady get beat up and fucking robbed, you have to do something. Sometimes the world stops. So these are sitting in the fucking ring, watching a man get beat to death that they call the fucking friend. The people in the back are fucking telling me, hey, can you go out there and make sure nothing bad happens? So now I got all this responsibility. But at the same time, if I'm AJ Mana, if I'm the people that told me to go out there, if that's the person I brought, or I know this whole situation is going on, I'd be right at the fucking ring. If somebody told me that Ian had the possibility of having a fucking fingernail being put out of place because somebody might be a little off in the ring, you think I would take a fucking chance of my friend getting hurt? I'd be in the fucking corner of the ring on the very side in the front fucking row. You couldn't move me from the fucking spot, I'd ruin the whole fucking show. Fuck all of you. That's my friend. That's my family. That's somebody who means more to me than anything in the world. I would never let something fucking touch him. I would die before something hurts my family. And all the people that call him family, where the fuck were they? And then when we're in the fucking ring and I'm breaking it up and he shoots a fucking double leg on me, by the way, work a better fucking double leg, you fucking prick. And then I'm telling you to fucking calm down. I'm not even fucking fighting. I'm not even being fucking hostile. Then you're trying to fucking work and get lower, do this, change positions, and I'm over here having to swim with you, all this other shit. And then you fucking punch me in the fucking eye after we're breaking it up, you fucking loser. That's why you got fucking headbutt, and that's why I fucking punch you, and you're fucking lucky I was tired from the match before this. What kind of fucking person are you? You fucking low-life fucking clown. You want fucking clout, so you beat up a guy that's fucking half unconscious. You punch a guy that's trying to break up a fight and not even trying to fight you. I wasn't even trying to fucking hurt you. The fuck is wrong with you?
So do you think he wanted to continue beating up Stu?
I think he would have killed him.
If you didn't stop it, right?
I promise you he would have killed him. He would have killed me if he would have got the best of me. If he would have took my legs out from under me like he was trying to, he was going to do the same thing to me that he did to Stu. Clearly, you watch the stream when he's walking away. I'm tired of people fucking with me. I don't care how many times you've been fingered in your life, bro. I don't give a fuck. If you got a fucking problem with the fucking world and the people around you, change your fucking people around you. Change it up a little bit. Go to therapy. Get some fucking help. Don't take it out on everybody else. And then you want to train by one of the best fighters to ever fucking live, your fucking father, use his fucking clout, use his fucking knowledge, and then you want to hurt people that don't fucking train like that? You're a fucking bully. You're a bitch. Fuck you. Fuck everybody who taught you that.
So after all this happened, as far as the show, like, did the show just continue? Like, how did Stu get out of the ring? I assume it was stopped and paramedics came. Like, what actually happened?
He was given CPR. He was choking on his fucking blood. The paramedics came. I rolled out. Once I realized that my fucking blood was leaking because he caught me right in the fucking goddamn orbital bone, I rolled out the ring to go fucking fight that guy. I said, Kim, I'm coming. And then everyone's holding me back.
And he had already like ran out of there.
Already gone. And then the only person who fucking met him is a fucking crackhead with fucking face paint who's fucking begging for fucking clout for the fucking internet. Man, fuck that whole fucking night. There couldn't be anything more mismanaged in my fucking life than I saw that night.
Yeah, for sure. So I'm just trying to get a better understanding of like how the show went on. Who took him out of the ring, first of all?
Stu left by paramedics in his own blood, choking. A veteran, a war veteran.
Was he stretchered out of the show?
Yes, he was a load and go criteria.
After that, did the show just continue as if nothing happened?
There was kids crying. There was women and children upset. The little girl, Sophia, in my tag team, she saw the whole fucking thing. And as an adult, that's my job to, is to protect everybody. And I fell really short. I talked to her dad. She said she saw everything. She tried to get out of the car, come back, and see if Stu was going to be okay. And it's fucked up. You have kids at the show. You have families at the show. We're supposed to be here for a good time. And why I keep bringing up that fucking asshole with the stupid cowboy hat, because you brought somebody that was volatile. You knew he was volatile. You set him up. You had him do your dirty work at a show where everybody's doing this for entertainment. And you wanted to do that? What a fucking prick. Both of those fucking people. Fuck everybody involved with that person. And here's my thing about like the Rogers situation. His dad is going to be hurting. His family's going to be hurting because of the trauma with the fucking son doing this shit, the embarrassment, all of that stuff. Right? You have somebody that's unhinged. He needs mental help, but he needs to go to jail as well. You have Stu's family now, which I hold in a way higher regard. The dad's there, and I couldn't imagine watching somebody I love getting beat to death.
His dad was there?
AJ was talking to his dad from what I hear, so I'm assuming his dad was there and lying to him about what happened. And then, like I said, there's Stu's family. Now they're wondering if he's going to be normal again. Not just jail. It's not the tragedy of losing my son to jail. Is he going to be able to remember things? Can he walk? Can he talk normal?
What condition is he in right now? Do you know?
From what I hear, he's having a hard time. He has no recollection of what happened.
He was in a coma overnight, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he was induced.
Medically induced.
And he's lost all his teeth at this point, I heard.
Most of them, from what I hear.
He had brain swelling as of last night. It's gone down since then, and reports as of late have said that he's up and alive, but is extremely out of sorts, is having trouble walking, maintaining his balance. And they just took him off a breathing tube this morning, and would assume they're just keeping an eye on him.
The fucked up part is Stu doesn't want this attention.
And he doesn't remember anything that happened, right?
That's what we were told. Yeah.
He's apologizing to his wife for being in the hospital.
So did the police end up getting involved?
Yeah, no, they were multiple reports. I talked to the cops. I gave them my information.
At what point did they show up?
15 minutes after the little bitch fled.
Besides taking a report, did anything else come of it?
We're actually being active. This is part of the reason I'm here. I was actually not present for this event. I was at home. I heard about it pretty much just like everybody else until I started communicating with my friends and colleagues at that organization, and they were giving me details. I have actually kind of stepped away from the wrestling world because of personal growing safety concerns and social concerns in terms of my reputation. So I have been slowly distancing myself from this brand because I'm not surprised at all that this happened.
You're talking about that school specifically?
Yes, there are some great people in this industry. There are a lot of bad people congregated at this place.
There's great people at that school. I'll put it this way. Rikishi gets the fucking blame because his name is on the school, but that doesn't represent him. It doesn't represent Tamiko. It doesn't represent a lot of people there.
Or Rikishi wasn't even aware of it, right?
No.
He wasn't even in town. He was out of state. When
Honestly, he's a beautiful person. I love him, and I love his son, Tamiko.
The most disgusting thing, which is the reason I ultimately decided to be present for this, given that my involvement wasn't direct with the situation that's gone viral, which is a blessing and a curse. Part of me wishes so bad that I was there to assist the situation and help my friend here. The other part of me is glad I wasn't there because there's a good chance I would have gotten locked up that night as well if I was present for
Melt.
Listen here, folks. This is obviously you've heard enough. And Rikishi is a former WWE star. He's the owner of the school. Can you imagine being the owner of the school and you are not even there and you find this out and that school's been ruined. That school's gonna shut down more than likely because Rikishi's gonna get sued for everything he's got. And you know, but this can't happen, man. Jackson belongs in a jail cell. The fact he hasn't been arrested yet is insane to me. As of the recording of this video, I can't believe he hasn't been arrested yet. He should be charged with attempted murder, and he should spend a decade in prison. It's that simple. It's just that simple. You hear this from this wrestler right here, and the guy who's right there when it happens, and he breaks it up, and the man's trying to fight him, and it's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. But y'all let me know y'all thoughts in the comments. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think should happen to Rampage Jackson. Obviously, my prayers are to this wrestler, Psycho Stu. I pray he gets better. But man, that was horrifying. Horrifying. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. This is Rudy's Rant. Come on now, the podcast. Come on now.